All right. What's going on, everybody? This is Ozone BX checking back in with you. I wanted to do a video about the optimal controls for someone who uses an arcade stick. I didn't make the switch over to hitboxing like a lot of people did. I thought getting the cross-up would be a nice compromise, if you want to call it that. I grew up on playing in arcades, having arcade sticks on my home consoles, specifically for fighting games, like as far back as like the Sega Genesis. So even though the Sega Genesis one was trash, the one on the Dreamcast is probably the best one that I can remember. So what can you do to stay afloat in this, in these newer games that's coming out? So if you look here, when you have to do drive impact, you have to go all the way. So usually you're gonna be jabbing, and you have to travel from here all the way over here and press down these two. So what they do on controller, they usually map these to one button. So with the cross up, you can download the software, and you can update the actual buttons. So like your directional buttons, they don't have to be directional buttons. You can turn those into action buttons. So what I've done is I've turned what would have been my left directional button, I've turned that into L1, if you see on the mini screen right there. So I turned that into L1 as a parry. It's, I don't use that one a lot, but it comes in handy if I'm jabbing, and if I need to hurry up and parry, Honda's headbutt or something like that, that works out fine. I have no issue, tapping, medium punch, medium kick at the same time for that. So that's not really what I use this for. The main reason I use this layout right here is for, you see that L2 down there. L2, I have that mapped to drive impact. So what'll happen is, if I'm jabbing somebody out, if I'm, and then, say they block it, and then they come up with some, random, drive impact. I don't have to travel from square all the way over here to R1, or these last two buttons up, the second to last buttons over there. My thumb is already positioned where L2 is at, so I can jab, and then boom, quick reversals, real quick. So if you're looking on my layout scheme right there, it's been working wonders for me, because I kept getting caught by drive impact over and over. Of course, you have to invest in this specific stick. There might be alternatives out there. I'm not aware of it. I do have other cross-up styles, but you would have to manually like go in and change the wires around to get at least these two buttons to change them from directional pass to action. So like those last buttons on the far right, you could unplug those and switch those if you buy a cross-up type of stick from another vendor, because a lot of people make them in their layouts that sell arcade sticks. And for the other two, so I have the one in the middle, I have that as left D-pad and then right D-pad. So usually I'll do this if, let's say if I'm in a corner. Let me go all the way over here. You're gonna be able to see me in this corner. Alright, so let's say I'm all the way in the corner, and Honda's trying to, or somebody that you're playing, they're trying to pressure you with throw loops and stuff like that. You see, I'm tapping backdash. Like if you want to tap backdash on wake up on a stick, you can get it to consistently work, but it's much easier just to tap. I'm tapping my left D-pad that I have mapped up here. It's much easier just to tap that. So, and then like even forward dash. So let's say I'm on this side, let's say I'm on this side and I need to cancel. Even though I don't use this a lot, it's something that I could practice at. I just so that would make canceling a whole lot easier than, you know, tapping on your arcade stick. But I don't have a problem with canceling because I was pretty good at canceling, you know, FADCs and Street Fighter 4, so I don't have a problem using my stick to, you know, consistently cancel. But these are just nice options to be there. You know what you want to do. You want to give yourselves the best chance to win, especially against, you know, the. I'm not gonna say the whole hitbox makes, you know, things easier, because you got, no matter what you're playing with, you have to work. If you got a controller, you got to work at it. If you got an arcade stick, you got to work at it. If you got a hitbox, you got to work at it. What I'm saying is this right here is expanding your horizons with the game. It's gonna level you up in a way that, you know, wouldn't be possible with a traditional arcade stick. So, you know, if you think it's worth the investment, I'm not sure how much the hitboxes are running. I want to say I paid like $250 for mine, and that was a while ago. So I'm not sure about the actual price, but you can go on Hitbox's website and look up how much this Crossup arcade stick costs. Yeah, so if you're looking, and if you want to look for like somebody else that makes it, just type in like, you know, Crossup arcade stick, you know, style arcade stick, and because I do have another Crossup style arcade stick out there. So yeah, I didn't want this video to go too long, but let me